New York City can be extremely overwhelming for those that just moved here or those that are visiting. And as a licensed New York City tour guide and a New York City expert, today I'm gonna share what I consider your perfect day in New York City. We're gonna be going through some of my favorite things to do here, what I consider the ideal day, something I would do with friends and family. And P.S., I am notoriously frugal, so a lot of these things will be free or dirt cheap, and you're still gonna have a good time. So for those that say it's impossible to have fun in the world's most expensive city without spending a fortune, they're wrong. So for breakfast, I always like to start with something more on the lighter side, and that's why I head to Spongy's. This is a spot in Chinatown, and here you can get a delicious breakfast for around $5. They're known for their world-renowned, well, I call them world-renowned, but they're definitely famous in New York, sponge cakes. And they have drinks that start at around $3, way cheaper than anything you get at those fancy coffee shops, and it's a lot better. Come inside with me. These are technically Hong Kong style chiffon cakes. They're made by Fernando. You'll meet him when you come here. Say hi to him from me. He's been doing this for over 30 years. They're only $1.25 per sponge cake, which is amazing. And then they have a wide variety of drinks that are also great prices and excellent quality. I love their Thai iced tea. You can get Vietnamese coffee here, all different types of caffeinated drinks, or if you're looking for like a refreshing thing, I also love their basil lemonade. Let's get to the main thing, the thing this place is most famous for. Their sponge cakes, which I just like, they're so airy, so light and fluffy. It almost floats out of my hand. This is their blueberry, one of their most popular flavors. Subtly sweet, goes great with coffee. Love that. I'm gonna eat this and then we'll head out and do more fun stuff. Now that we are all caffeinated up, we're gonna head here to Soho to do some shopping. This is something I like doing in my spare time, which I almost never have, but Soho is one of my favorite spots to go because not only do you have like the more mainstream stores like H&M and Zara, but you also have boutique shops on the side streets. So I just love to get out and explore. And one of the cool things about Soho is that some of the stores have like these free little things inside. So as far as like targeting where you're gonna start here, I generally recommend that people go to Broadway and Prince Street because it's like in the center of everything, and then you can kind of like explore from there. It's a sale. Let's see if it's a good deal. I doubt it, but you never know what you're gonna get. Oh my God, this is also like definitely where you would shop, right, Lucas? I could spend like an hour in this store. Oh, let's go, let's go. I can't, if I spend too much time in here.
12 seconds later.
Well, oh my God, look at this freaking dress. It's like very Ariana Grande. I mean, oh, okay, all right. Oh shit, car accident. Uh-oh. Get my Marilyn Monroe moment. Oh, stop. There's so much going on. We have a Marilyn Monroe moment, we have a car accident. I mean, possibilities are endless here for entertainment. Not saying car accidents are for entertainment purposes. Don't yell at me. I'm just saying it happened. Shopping, 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 shopping. Let's go. Man, I feel like I'm getting sunburned. This spot right here, Adena Eden, has super cute jewelry, and you can get your ears pierced here, or really anything pierced.
What do you mean?
The sky's the limit, Lucas. What do you want pierced? I bet they could do it here. I didn't even know you could get all these different parts of your body, like ear pierced. Like, this is very interesting.
Flip a coin, we'll pierce something. Heads, you pierce something. Tails, I pierce something.
Anyway, the reason I wanted to show you this place is not just because of their cute jewelry, but also customers and those that are shoppers can have free ice cream. They also have an open bar. Free ice cream, open bar. Come inside, let me show you this. So here we go, look at this. Look at this, I don't even know how to use it. Do I press a button? Whiskey, tequila, I just want the water. This is interesting, this is a cocktail machine. You can do whiskey, tequila, gin, or vodka. All right, so I'm not gonna do that right now, but you get the idea. Can't come to Soho without checking out my favorite store, Gorjana. I love this spot because their jewelry is really good quality and reasonably priced, plus they have a lifetime warranty. I have a problem because I cannot come in the store without buying anything, so I literally restrict how often I can come in here. Today, I've decided to purchase this item, which I think is going to match with a lot of my different outfits. It's mother of pearl and gold plated, and it's $60. And like I said, great customer service. You get that warranty here. It's just a win all around. So let's get it. I want to give a tip for my international travelers out there. If you are traveling from outside of the US, you want to make sure you get a SIM card when you get here so you don't get hit with all those roaming fees. And for that, I recommend using Olaf's eSIM cards. I've used them all over the world and they are fantastic. Their USA plan, it's amazing. You get unlimited 5G data for only $19 for 5 days. And if you're here for a week, that plan's only $27. That is 5G speeds, unlimited data, and 24 hours of customer support. They have plans in over 180 countries. And what I really like about them compared to other SIM cards out there is that they are an eSIM, which means you can download them easily using a QR code within minutes. It's so easy to install. And I love them so much that I reached out and I got a promo code for you all so you save even more money. If you use code SARAHFUNKY, you'll save 5% on your next Olaf SIM card. So don't forget that tip when you're visiting. So after all that shopping, I'm pretty hungry. And so luckily, Little Italy is right next to Soho and there are a lot of great Italian restaurants around here. And if you want more like Chinese, just literally walk like one block down more and you're in Chinatown. That's the great thing about the area, just tons of restaurant options. Today, I'm gonna take you to Grada Azzurra Ristorante. They've been open since 1908. Let's go inside and get a meal. Our food has arrived. I got the chicken parm with penne alla vodka, classic, delicious Italian order. Now this spot has been open over 100 years since 1908. And when you're here in Little Italy, you're going to walk along the streets and people are gonna try to draw you into every restaurant. In my experience, most Italian restaurants in this area are more or less the same. If you want the true Italian experience, go to Arthur's Avenue in the Bronx. I don't have time to go all the way up there right now, and honestly, I think this is good. So what I did was I used Seated to book this because with Seated, you can get money back from every order. I do this all the time with friends and family because let's be real here. If I can get money back on my food and enjoy a good meal, it is a win-win situation. Seated's an app, you can download it. They had a 24% cash back and I booked it through Seated, showed up, and now all I need to do is just pay with the credit card associated with my Seated account and I literally would get 24% cash back. So between Lucas and I, we're spending probably around 50 bucks. I'll get 24% back on that, which I can then use for gift cards. And I do this, I'll buy like a Starbucks gift card through this, using my account, credits, and then I get free Starbucks. This is a tactic I've been doing for years. It's amazing. You can use my Seated code right here to get, I think it's $15 off in addition to what you get off at the restaurant when you dine. Any restaurant, there's like a gazillion on there. Enjoy it. Now let's try the food. By the way, that was not sponsored. It's just something like, these are just hacks I use to avoid paying a lot of money in New York. It's that simple. You can't go wrong with Italian. Now that we had a lovely lunch, I always like to do a museum if I can fit it in the day. There are so many great museums in New York. Some of my favorites are the Met, the Museum of Natural History, the Museum of Moving Image. Today we're checking out the MoMA. And like I said, I always find a way to get it priced nicely. Now, if you're a New York City resident, you can get into some museums in the city for free or for a lower price. However, sometimes ones like the MoMA, they don't actually allow that. For my New York City residents, if you get the NYC ID, you have to apply to this. You have to be a New York City resident to get this. You get crazy discounts and tons of free memberships around the city. I got my free MoMA membership right here, which allows me to get in free anytime, and I can bring guests with me. I think it's up to 3 guests for $5 each. Now, normally MoMA tickets are $28. There's some really cool stuff in here, a lot of modern art, a lot of contemporary art. They also have very famous paintings like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. So let's go inside and check it out. This museum you should really spend like 3 hours in. I feel like you can't go to any New York City museum for less than 3 hours, so just plan accordingly because most of them close like around 5:30. There's just so many options to choose from. Which one? To get to the Van Gogh, go to the 5th floor and then go to Gallery 501. There it is. It's like everyone's hoarded in one corner. I knew this would happen. That's like, if you've ever seen the Mona Lisa, it's the same situation. Am I like just like used to too many crazy things living in New York that like a painting like this is not fazing me? I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I've seen posters of it, it looks the same. So the thing about modern art is that I don't understand is like, this is art, right? She has a baguette on her head, she has ants on her face, and corn around her neck, and then there's a guy with no head around her. What do you guys think? Let us know how you interpret this piece. My favorite way to end every single day is with sushi. I'm pretty much obsessed with it. And tonight we're heading to Moko. This is one of my favorite spots that I recently discovered. They do 2 different types of omakase menus, and if you've never had omakase, essentially it's like a multiple course sushi feast. So I feel like their prices are really reasonable because they have a 15 course for $95 or an 18 course for $125. It's probably the most expensive thing we did today, but it's totally worth it. Let's go inside and feast. When you come here, make sure you sit here at the sushi counter. This is the best place to have this experience because you get to watch the chefs make each piece of nigiri for you. It's like watching, you know, art. It's great, it's beautiful. We're starting this one, miso soup, moving to truffle tuna and salmon crispy rice. Then there's a chef's choice of 14 pieces of nigiri and a hand roll. It is a feast.
What if like the chef's choice just like fish butt?
So the cool thing about this is it's completely customized to what your interests are. So like if I tell the chef like, oh, I don't like tuna, then he'll completely change like the options. Isn't that nice? This is bluefin tuna from Japan. Look at that beautiful color. This is a light fluke that's been torched right in front of us like a TV show. Let's do it. Japanese Spanish mackerel, similar to the type of women that Lucas likes.
How about we stick to the
A nice mix.
stick to the food, guys.
Japanese, Spanish. Japanese sea bream with dried palm sauce. Ooh. Our last course is here. This is a yellow tail and scallion hand roll. Let's do a bite. I love this spot. It's such a great price for the quality you get. I mean, it's simple, it's professional. Like, this is like what you get at a Michelin-starred sushi spot. I think the chef used to work at a 2-star Michelin restaurant. So essentially you're getting Michelin quality food for a very reasonable price. Great date spot, great place for friends. You gotta check out Moko. It's a perfect way to end the day, you guys. And that is what I consider an ideal day in New York City as a New York expert and a licensed tour guide. Insider tip, if you are going around to some of the locations that I mentioned and you don't wanna take the subway, you want a little bit of a more luxurious ride, take a Revel, that's what I do to get around. Use my promo code right here to save 40% off your first ride with Revel. It's the best. Teslas, I mean, come on. It's so much nicer than riding the subway. And with that, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Bye.